It's just another New York Monday. I wish it, no, not Sunday. I don't know what day I wish it was, but it sucks. Good afternoon, Evan. What's cooking, buddy?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super. I had a great Sunday. Did you have a great Sunday?
Listen, all days are great days for me nowadays. Yeah, I'm a very positive person, as you know, and I take a lot of very positive things out of part of Sunday and not out of the other part of Sunday.
Do you enjoy knowing a football game is over at 1:25? Do you enjoy questioning your sanity for investing so much time on football Sundays when all we get back is pain and aggravation?
Well, for a minute, I thought you were talking about my son's flag team that, yes, I'm coaching, and, yes, we lost 28-6.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Kicked a late field goal to make it 28-6?
No, we scored a touchdown on the final play of the game, and then because it was over, there was no two-point conversion. But listen, the Vikings are trying. We're doing our best. In any event, the Jets. Now, I know most people are expecting yelling and screaming diatribe out of Carton and Roberts today, and maybe we get it from one half of this duo, but not from both. Because I'm not all that disappointed with the game, other than obviously losing to Belichick and the Patriots, which, like you, I hate, I can't stand. But I'm in a new place in life, Evan, and I'm trying to find the good amongst the bad. I know what the bad is. The interceptions, the lack of targets, whatever it may be. Pick your poison, right? Being blown out 25-6 at home in your first real game.
Losing your 11th straight game to those evil bastards.
Yeah. Listen, all that sucks.
Yeah.
They suck.
So what are you going to do? On a diatribe about positivity right now?
No, I'm not going to on a diatribe about anything. But I know who I am. I know who my team is. Defensively, played very well. Ran the ball very, very well. Offensive line played very good. Looks like the stud young wide receiver is legitimate. I don't know where Mims is. They said he had 2 great weeks to practice.
He's in a doghouse, Craig.
Oh, is that where he is?
He's in the Coach Saleh doghouse, and he's never escaping.
That's possible because they did say the last 2 weeks he has had 2 fantastic weeks of practice. And you're telling me an offense that's scoring 6 points a game can't find a way to get a kid who looked last year like he might be something, especially with that speed of his. That guy can't get on the field? No disrespect to the Jet offense or the Jet wide receivers. That guy who we saw last year as a budding, I don't want to say star, but a budding legitimate wide receiver in the NFL, he can't get on the field when he's healthy because who's there? Like, what wide receiver?
Jeff Smith needs to play.
Okay, what wide receiver is blocking Denzel Mims from getting on the field healthy? I don't know. I have no idea. But I will say this. You told me when we started the show, and I said, you know what, Evan's my guy now, so I got to go with Evan when it came to baseball. You said, do me a solid. You mean I remember this conversation. You said, do me a solid. Mm-hmm. When it comes to baseball, don't ever reference wins and losses for pitchers. Remember telling me that?
I did say that, yeah.
It's got nothing to do with how good a guy is. Case in point, Jacob deGrom's record, right?
Right.
He should have 40 more wins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to just go with my guy on that.
Thank you.
I'm not going to look at wins-loss. I'm going to look at ERA. That's a more important number for a pitcher than wins and losses. We're on the same page? I'm not looking at interceptions anymore because the third and fourth were brutal and squarely on the shoulders of Zach Wilson. Guilty as charged, sir. But the first one wasn't, and you bet your ass the second one wasn't, because that second one is a dart that very few guys can make a throw like that. And it hits him right in the hands, and he drops it for the interception, right? So all day long, I listen to the radio station. From the host to the callers, I hear this about my favorite quarterback and your favorite quarterback, Zach Wilson. Oh, 4 interceptions. What are we doing? Can't win a game like that. Time out, cuz the first 2 are not on the quarterback. So drop the act of Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions and the NFL game is too much for him. I don't accept that.
Okay. We don't have to mention interceptions. How many touchdowns did the Jets have yesterday?
0.
Can we count that?
Yes, that's a good one.
Look, let's make this simple. And this is the case in the NFL with every quarterback in this league. Not every interception is on the quarterback. All right? You're 100% right if that's the point you're going to make. Was Zach Wilson good yesterday?
He was not great.
No, he sucked yesterday, and you can say that because, by the way, this is a safe zone. By saying Zach Wilson was terrible yesterday, doesn't mean I'm giving up on him.
Of course not.
Doesn't mean I think he's a bust. Doesn't mean we aren't going to see progress. But here's why I'm frustrated. Here's why I think a lot of Jet fans are frustrated. I was a sucker. I believed that they were going to compete in this game. I believed that with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, we were going to have a football game. I didn't think Zach Wilson was going to be perfect in this game, but I thought there would be moments from Zach in this game. We didn't get any of that. Zach was awful.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm okay with it.
Are there positives you can take out of this game? Sure, the defense has been a lot better than I thought.
They really have.
The offensive line has been a lot better. No doubt about it. They have a running game. Michael Carter looks like he can be something. All that's true. But the quarterback, which is what this entire season is about, it's about watching and developing this quarterback. He was awful. And here's why I'm annoyed with you.
What did I do?
You want to tell me, I'm not looking at wins and losses. I'm not looking at interceptions or touchdowns. You sat here and lectured me.
That's
that
right.
I was being too negative, that this was a 10-win team. Well, hopefully you've gotten your head out of your ass, and now you can admit they're not a 10-win team.
Got a lot of games to go.
They're not even a 5-win team, bro.
Listen, I see a lot of really positive things with this team. I see a defense that doesn't quit. I saw a running game yesterday that I didn't even know we had, to be fair.
Hold on. Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. Okay?
Yeah.
Before we wax poetic about the defense.
Yes.
Damian Harris shedded 54 tackles.
On one play.
Okay.
And it was the worst play of the day for the Jet defense. Right. He shedded half the roster off his back and went into the end zone. Game over.
So I just want to make something clear. While we talk about how improved the defense is and how well coached it is, and by the way, I see positives in the defense. It's very tough to look past the play that basically ended the game. Because look, at 13-3 at the half, you can rationalize, all right, I'm getting the ball to start the second half. Zach can forget all of the mistakes from the first half, and let's go. And what happened? They start to drive down the field. Zach throws a brutal interception after a god-awful penalty. And then 2 plays later, Damian Harris is shedding blockers or shedding defenders as if I'm trying to tackle him.
Like a beast.
That was pathetic.
That was an awesome run.
That was pathetic.
It was pretty bad.
And I got to tell you, I know there were no expectations. I certainly didn't have any. Yeah. And so if this sounds irrational, let it be irrational. You can tell me I'm being irrational. I am so freaking sick and tired of watching garbage football every Sunday.
Yeah, as am I. We've been watching bad football for a long time.
You don't sound like you're ticking tired. You sound like you're rationalizing everything you saw yesterday.
I'm tired of it, but I also had the eyes wide open expectations.
Your expectations were 10 wins. Try again, pal.
You can be off a couple games when you make a prediction, right? Maybe it's 9.
Oh, God, yeah.
I know that they're, I'm sure that the biggest, underdog coming up this week on the road against Denver.
Dude, it's bad. Just admit it.
Listen.
It's bad.
It's not as bad as you people make it seem. All right? It's not.
Well,
the New York Giants, you can make the argument against me. Well, that's not that bad. They should have won the second game of the year with the field goal being missed by Washington, right? Different expectations for different teams. Different place in time and history.
Well, hold on. Expectations for different teams I completely agree with. 25-6.
Yeah.
4 interceptions, 2 of them squarely on the back of the quarterback.
Yes, sir.
I mean, okay.
One of them really bad because they may have scored on that drive.
I'm placing it in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes, there are no expectations. Yes, our bar is very low. But that was horrific.
Yeah. I think the Jets are going to be a good football team.
When?
Soon.
Okay.
I don't know when.
Well, I'll bring something else up to your attention.
He's a first-year quarterback.
Then forget Zach Wilson for a second. This general manager who we've all anointed. Let me piggyback something you said. Last year was supposed to be a historical wide receiver draft, and he ended up with Denzel Mims. Yeah. Denzel Mims can't find the field the second week of the year.
Which we do deserve an explanation on that.
So who's that on, bro?
That's on the GM.
Oh, is it?
100%.
Okay.
Yep. Unless listen, it's on him no matter what. But we've not gotten a straight answer yet from the organization. All we heard from them the last 2 weeks, I know, because I looked at it. Well, 2 weeks ago for the opener, it was he had the best week of practice he's had since we got here.
Right.
And we're all expecting Mims to – oh, no Mims. Okay. Then it was he had a really good week of practice. And, again, it was a healthy scratch. Like I said, they don't have – pick your favorite, Hall of Fame wide receivers on this team. No disrespect to Berrios, who did have a good game yesterday with 7 catches. No disrespect to the kid who's out there rocking my favorite number, who's making plays down the field, right? Elijah Moore. But who is getting reps that are preventing a guy who had a very good rookie season from getting on the field?
According to Coach Saleh, because I listened to this post-game presser after this mess. And look, you want me to give you some compliments? This is like the easiest compliment to give, and it's so pathetic, but I'll give it anyway. I enjoy hearing him after games more than Adam Gase. Okay? There you go. Let me throw him a bouquet.
They're still losing. Don't matter, right?
But his explanation for no Denzel Mims has a lot to do with what he can't do on special teams.
Or unwilling to do, maybe.
They drafted this kid in the second round of, again, a draft that was going to feature all of these incredibly talented wide receivers, and we've already seen a few of them. I mean, look at the list of wide receivers that was taken in that draft. We are how many games into his NFL career? He only played like 10 games last year or 9 games, whatever it was. And you're already basically giving up on him and using the excuse of, well, he's not really good at specials or he's not willing to do specials, so I'm not having him out there. Is he not one of your 53 best players?
I mean, I would think he is,
I look at his size, I look at his talent level, and I say, really? It won't make Zach Wilson's job a little bit easier to have a target like Denzel Mims out on the football field?
I don't know how it couldn't. I agree with you 100%. So something else is going on, and maybe we'll find out this week. Here's what I am tired of, Evan. I'm tired of being tired. Giants are 0-2. Jets are 0-2. I could try to make a comical statement of, hey, good news, you're only a game out, right? Because nobody's 2-0 in either division. Ooh, 1-1. Cowboys stole a victory yesterday to get to 1-1. Washington's 1-1. New England's 1-1. Miami got, destroyed off the face of the planet Earth at home.
I enjoyed that, by the way.
As did I. I mean, you want to talk about shell-shocked. The New York Jets didn't have that game. Close, but they were not embarrassed the way the Dolphins were. So the Jets are 0-2, the Giants are 0-2, and no one's better than 1-1. All right. The New York Yankees, an epic collapse. But besides losing that last game to Baltimore, they lose the series to the Indians, and the $300 million man who thinks he's a Cy Young Award winner this year picks a great time to have one of his worst performances as a Yankee. I'm tired of being tired. The Mets, of course, lose the first 2 games, rendering yesterday's game against the Phillies pointless. Oh, goody, they won. Who cares? It's over. Like, we're in a position now where I'm tired of it. I know what the phone calls are going to be all day. I know what the tweets are going to be all day, all week. This is going to be a miserable week. So I decided to come in with a smile on my face. We have our comedy show Thursday night. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to smile. I'm going to enjoy it. And I want you to also, Evan. I want you to find some good in the world that's going to help you get through the next 7 days, because next Sunday, we're going to be in this position. The New York Jets are on the road against the undefeated Denver Broncos. I don't think you think the Broncos are world beaters. I don't. So who knows? The New York Giants have a must-win game against the winless Atlanta Falcons, who actually gave Tampa a little bit of a scare in the third quarter. And then, of course, the 5 touchdowns from my favorite guy, they pull away, and it's a run. It's a joke, right? The New York Yankees will have just ended their series against the Boston Red Sox. Anybody think they're winning that series? Show of hands. Is that a hand or a finger?
Nothing. I'm staring at you.
You haven't moved.
I'm not moving. I'm listening.
Is that an alligator hand going up?
No, nothing.
Is that, come on.
No, nothing.
A little, little T-Rex
they'll
hand?
probably get smoked by the Red Sox.
A little T-Rex hand go up on that?
No.
So think about as bad as it may feel today.
It's going to be worse. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
We are a week away from it being really, really worse. Possibly, right? Like the Mets are done. We all agree on that. Yeah. The New York Yankees by next Monday, it's one or the other, right?
Craig, it can always get worse.
The Jets could be 0-3. The Giants could be 0-3.
Yes.
And even though training camp's open for the NBA and the NHL, it's not even October yet. Yeah. We're not in that frame of mind yet.
I woke up thinking about that, though. Let me tell you right now.
I'll tell you how bad it is for Evan today. And I hate to speak out of school, but I'm going to on this one, okay? It is so bad in Evan's world right now, being a Met fan and a Jet fan. The Mets, of course, are done. The New York Jets, they're
done. They were done before the season started, and you knew it, and I knew it.
It is so bad for Evan Roberts, I want you to let this sink in, then we'll take a quick break and get right to your calls, okay? It is so bad. Can someone please say how bad is it? And act like you're paying attention. It is so bad for Evan Roberts.
How bad is it?
I'm glad you asked.
See,
Big
I
Mac.
couldn't say how bad because you're talking about me. It would be a rhetorical how bad.
It is so bad for Evan Roberts.
How bad is it?
That he called the New York Knicks today and is potentially going to buy season tickets to the Garden. That's how bad it is in Evan's world.
Hold on a second. First of all, I'm not going there to switch allegiances or anything. I obviously already root for an all-world-class basketball organization that I have season tickets to. I just think it's going to be funny. Every time we talk about the Knicks, where I say, listen, Craig, I'm a customer. Listen, Craig, I'm literally buying season tickets for the Knicks because it's funny. That's it. That's part of the reason.
If the Jets and Mets were if the Jets were 2-0 and shocking people, and the Mets had taken care of business over the last month and were firmly supplanted as a postseason team, Evan would never have picked up the phone and said, Madison Square Garden ticket office, please. Never would have happened, but it did. So you got to make a decision where you're at. Are you really going to lose sleep over the fact that a team with a brand new quarterback is 0-2? What do we expect? So if the expectation lives up to what you thought it would, or if reality lives up to expectation, you can't get pissed every week. You can't. Now, you could be upset because you're a fan and our team lost, but you can't do this to yourself every week.
Yes, you can.
I don't think so.
Yes, you can, because, look, here's where you're right. I went into this season with the Jets specifically with limited expectations, right? We were even arguing about how I didn't think they could even smell 10 wins. You thought they could. But when you're sitting there and you're a diehard fan, you take those expectations and you're out the window. You're watching your favorite team, and what you're looking for is competence. What you're looking for is, hey, we can win this football game. There was never a moment yesterday between 1 and 4 o'clock where I felt, hey, they can win this game. And that's all I'm looking for. So if we're trying to be rational about this, saying, well, what'd you expect? It's a rookie quarterback. It's a rookie play caller. It's a rookie head coach. It's this, it's that. They're the youngest team in the NFL. I understand that. I even said to you before the year I expect them to win 4 or 5 games. But that's not going to take away the frustration that one is still going to have when they watch that garbage.
I hear you. But to me, if you thought they were going to win 4 games and they play like that, then reality, met expectations. So it's hard to get pissed every week, unless there's a different reason. And maybe the Jets will give us something new to be pissed at every single week. Who knows how it's going to play out.
I watched the rookie quarterback throw 4 picks.
I tell you what.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't put all 4 of them on Zach.
That's
all right. 2 god-awful picks. And, by the way, he was completely inaccurate in the second half.
Yeah, he did not play well yesterday for sure. But, the Denver Broncos don't have the defense that the New England Patriots have.
I mean, the Denver Broncos have a damn good defense.
Not
what the hell are you talking about?
It does good as New
Oh,
England.
so now we're just going to tip our hat to every defense they face?
Well,
what happened to you?
It depends.
What happened to you?
I'm in a good mood.
What the hell happened to you?
Am I allowed to be in a good mood?
No. You're allowed
be
to
positive.
Craig, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
So much negativity in the world.
But on Friday afternoon, you were great, right? You brought it to Joe Judge. You brought it to the Giants. And you started mocking Giant fans for how they've changed, how they've lowered their expectations.
Losers. I did not say that. Don't play that when I'm sitting here, please. Go ahead.
So what the hell happened to you?
I told you, stop playing it. If I want to call them losers, I will call them losers. I don't need you pushing a button. Thank you.
What are the Jets?
Losers. Again. We are losers. I'll take that one.
And why are you smiling and why are you enjoying it? Hey. Especially for someone like you who had the balls to say they're a 10-win team. That's you. That's not me. That's you. 10-win team lecturing me for being too negative. 10-win team. Okay. Yeah, they look like a 10-win team, pal. 18 missed tackles on 1 run.
1 run. They had a singular bad defensive play. That doesn't define the Jet defense. I thought because of the 4 turnovers, the Jet defense actually played pretty well.
Here's the problem.
I had no problem with it.
No.
Mac Jones didn't throw a touchdown pass against them.
Did you watch last night's Chief-Raven game?
I did.
Can you imagine me as a Chief fan saying, well, that was 1 fumble by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. One big deal. 1 play can change everything in the NFL.
That's true.
Besides the ineptitude of Zach Wilson yesterday, they're in that football game.
Agreed.
Right?
100%. They ran well.
That run unended them being in the game.
Yes.
So we can sit here and talk about all the positives from the defense, which has surprised me. That's a pathetic play. Don't wish it away.
You know who I feel like right now? I kind of feel like I'm last year's Giant fan. Don't I? Right? Oh, new coach, new quarterback. Okay. Hey, I know Daniel was in the second year, but I kind of feel that, maybe I'm more like Giant fans than I thought. I feel exactly the way New York Giant fans felt a year ago.
Here's the difference,
Gosh, I
bro.
hope next year I don't feel the way Giant fans feel now.
No. Here's the difference.
Yeah.
Here's the difference, Giant fans, because I'll say it for you. Yeah, the Giants started 0-5 last year. He's right. They started 0-2 last year. He's right. But you know what they did the first 2 weeks of the season? They were in games.
They were close.
Were the Jets in yesterday's game?
No.
Okay.
I won't deny that.
Okay.
There's an aspect of their offense, not their running attack, but the passing game was non-competitive.
We're getting that pathetic now, Craig, that we're going to find a aspect of the team and say, well, that was good. They got their asses kicked by the New England Patriots. We're allowed to be embarrassed and ticked off about it.
Here's the good news amongst you Giant fans. Out of everyone that they drafted in 2020, one guy was on the field yesterday. So we got that. We got one. Got one right. Now, that Becton's out. That doesn't count, but he didn't play, right? We had a single guy on the active. A single guy active yesterday from the entire 2020 draft.
And what does that say about the GM?
Well, he really needs to be criticized.
You know what's funny? On Friday, I said this to you. This is the moment where the honeymoon is over for Joe Judge. Joe Douglas has been here for 2 years.
Yep.
He drafted Denzel Mims.
Yes, he did. You think he'd want him on the field.
Okay, he's responsible for that 2020 draft that you mocked. We have to hold him accountable. Now, that doesn't mean I'm firing. That doesn't mean I'm saying he's the worst GM ever, just like we're not saying that about Joe Judge. But it is time to be critical.
Yes, I agree. We should start being critical, all of us.
Listen, we used to just blame the past administration. We do it with presidents. We do it with sports franchises. Blame the past administration. Yeah. Let's blame Mike McCagnon. Let's blame Jerry Reese. Let's blame Ben McAdoo. Let's blame Adam Gase. Eventually, it becomes your responsibility.
Tell you what,
this is Joe Douglas's responsibility.
I tell you what we do need. We need some new teams to root for around here. That's what we need. We got to come up with, can we get another baseball team or another football team? We need a new franchise. We need some new blood in this town because these same old franchises suck across the board. They all suck, and they all suck at the same time, which really does suck. We'll get your calls, though, 877-337-6660.